Dual Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com. On today's Dual Review, the sky is blue and all the leaves are green. The sun's as warm as a baked potato. I think I know exactly what I mean when I say it's a spadoinkle day. Cannibal the Musical. I'm RJ, and the guy that didn't have to sing is Nick. Let's get to it.
Welcome to another episode of Duel Review. Today is Tuesday, the 26th, and we are doing Cannibal the Musical.
Hooray!
Yay!
This is one of those movies that's a cult movie, cult classic, cult following, and was done on a comparatively shoestring budget by a very wonderful man.
Wonderful man?
He's a wonderful man. I really enjoy...
He wined and dined you?
No. I don't know him. I wish I did. Trey Parker and Matt Stone, creators of South Park, which, you know, everybody knows that. Also basketball and whatever.
Yeah.
Before they did any of that, while they were in school, they did Cannibal the Musical. And it's basically everything that I like about Trey Parker in a low-budget film. And it's obviously a spoof on musicals, and it takes Alfred Packer and the legend of Alfred Packer from Colorado, which is it mirrors, or it's very similar to Donner Party, and but it's their own little local legend. And Alfred Packer, basically, they get stranded in the hills. He's leading them to Colorado territory, and they get lost in the Utah and Colorado mountains, little mountain range, Rockies around there, and they have to resort to cannibalism to stay alive.
Well, I don't... Okay, you're right. They do have to resort to
What I'm talking about is the legend it's based on.
I'm
talking about the real story.
Okay, I thought you meant... Okay.
And so this is a humorous take on that. I'm sure if any of you are from little towns, even larger towns, you have these legends that you grow up around, that you learn in school.
Everyone's got a cannibal legend.
Almost, it seems like. But, when you're in school, you go to the local museum of whatever, and this is Alfred Packer, so he decided to take this little story and make fun of it. And it's very irreverent, and he embraces the low-budgetness of it. Just some of the technicals. Apparently, they raised $125,000 for this movie, which is not too shabby, really. I went through film school, and we never had that kind of budget. He and Matt Stone and a bunch of the other people from his university or school did this film, and apparently it took so much time away from their studies that a lot of them flunked classes and whatnot. Trey Parker himself apparently shattered his hip, or his coccyx, or whatever it is, tailbone, falling off of a horse, which is interesting.
Oh, what was the horse's name?
Leanne. And Leanne is actually based on an ex-girlfriend of his, so that was kind of fun. Anyway, before I go too much further, we should start with the story. Basically, it's Alfred Packer, played by Trey Parker. He ends up in kind of a gold rush kind of situation where they're kind of tapped out, and a bunch of them are looking to go to the Colorado territory because they hear that there's new camps there. I forget the city. But anyway, so they decide that they're going to go there, and they don't really have anybody that knows the territory very well, except for Alfred had mentioned in passing that he had been there once, or he
was around that area, wasn't even from there.
And so they're like, oh, he knows how to get there, and so everybody focuses their attention on him, and he says, okay. And so just how hard can it be, I guess? And he's a happy-go-lucky guy.
He is.
Whatever. Yeah. He's Spadoinkle Day, and some nice songs all written by Trey Parker. And I'm sorry, I forget the name, but the sun is warm as a baked potato.
Yeah, the sun is as warm as a baked potato.
And my heart is as full as a baked potato, and so on it goes. Anyway, and he's thrust into this situation where he has to lead them into unfamiliar territory, and he, continually says, "Oh, I think we're almost there yet. It's just over the mountains."
Yeah.
And like I said before, it was before South Park, so it's kind of fun. You hear Cartman's voice at one point.
It was the first time you hear Cartman's voice ever.
Yeah, probably. Well, although I think they did the Christmas card before this, where South Park originated. But anyway, It was in that time of flux for them. And it's a really fun movie. If you don't take it seriously, which, you obviously can't.
There's no possible way.
It's got really bad special effects, blood effects and whatever. And everybody's really demented or whatever. And one of my favorite things is that the Indians are Japanese, like samurai ninja people.
That got me too. That was hilarious.
It's hilarious, yeah. For whatever reason, out of necessity or what, they really made it work, though.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of Japanese students play Indians in the film.
Right. Well, they played Japanese people pretending to be Indians, really.
Basically, yeah. They outed their own joke, either in efforts to make sure people knew what was going on, that they weren't really trying to, or whatever. But it works, and it's funny. And they have samurai swords, Indians with samurai swords. Katanas. Anyway, so hilarity ensues. There's a lot of, like I said, cute little songs, fun songs that will get stuck in your head for a while.
Yeah.
And what did you think of it?
I did like it. I was a little skeptical to watch it at first because the cover art just didn't do anything for me.
Gotcha.
And I
old West kind of titling and it's very Oklahoma kind of style. I think that's kind of what they were going for. Anyway, proceed.
Yes, it was very Oklahoma. But yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it very much. It was completely different than what I thought it would be. And when it was funny, it was extremely funny. And when it wasn't funny, it was funny. So so it worked. It totally worked.
There's lots of little jokes that you possibly might not get the first time, but I think there's rewatch value in that.
Yeah, I agree.
And they're not trying to. They're just allowing it to be what it is. He's got a bad beard, obviously very bad beard. They make jokes about it.
Right.
At one point he shaves his mustache. Hey, look, Abraham Lincoln. And in the next scene he's got a full beard again. Stuff like that. So, very sitcom-y kind of feel in that respect. Trey Parker, this is part of his brilliance. He's just really good at making something clever and funny and poignant. And I think rather timeless, because how long ago was this made? And it's still fun. There's no joke that falls flat because it's out of context, really. I think
I completely agree with it.
Pretty well self-contained film.
Yeah.
And also, when it was released, apparently he arranged to have a protest outside the theater, and that gained a lot of interest in that. So I think that's awesome.
Wait, what was the protest about?
I think it was about either the blood and gore or making fun of Alfred Packer. I'm not sure.
So wait, he protested his own movie to get people to go to see his movie.
Exactly. It's brilliant. It's perfect. So funny. So if you saw basketball and you like that, if you like South Park, this is very similar humor. If you can get past the singing part, which I know some people just immediately turn that off, but it's really not taken seriously.
Yeah, it's great.
But having said that, he is a good enough singer.
I like it.
And the music is good enough.
Yeah.
If you've seen, South Park or you've seen many spoofs that he's done.
Right, where he sang and...
Yeah, or Team America, World Police. There's a lot of really awesome songs. Even if you don't like the movie, the songs are just phenomenal. And this is kind of where he starts.
Right.
And some of them are oversimplistic and whatever, but for the reason they really work. For this purpose. That's Cannibal the Musical. I highly recommend it.
I loved it.
Is there anything else you want to say? Is there any of your favorite parts that you...
Any of my favorite parts? I think the journalist. I think she could have...
Polly, what was it?
I don't know.
Anyway. Okay.
But yeah, the journalist, I think she could have had a little more, I guess, face time, more jokes behind her. But she was just kind of there. And
my favorite parts are when Trey Parker does someone else's voice. Like, there is a trapper in the film. Like, one of their main obstacles is competition with the trappers who can easily get through the mountains or whatever. And here's this poor party struggling, and so whatever. And the trapper, when he sings, it's obviously not him, it's Trey Parker, which I find awesome. I just think that's great. He said, you know what, I'm not even going to try to help you to sing or try to make you sound good. I'm just going to sing over you. And there's also a part where they're talking to the Indians and they're clearly speaking Japanese and they're speaking like, that is Trey Parker as well. So I find it really funny.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I thought they
when
were
it goes
speaking,
crazy?
I thought they were
when it
speaking
goes
Japanese.
crazy.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, well, that makes it more funny.
Yeah, it's really worth a watch. Give it a try.
I agree.
And if you haven't seen Basketball 2, that's a really good one as well. A little different.
I actually saw that one recently, and I forgot about the song that they played while he was in the car, and he's driving.
Oh.
And he's like, the song goes, oh, so you got your heart broken.
Right.
So some rich guy's trying to blackmail you, so that
the song brings up things that are actually happening to him.
Right.
Huh?
And you got some shit in your teeth, stuff in your teeth.
Yeah. So anyway,
thanks for the pantomime.
Enjoy Trey Parker's Billions.
Yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it.
All right. See you guys.
Bye. Oh, I didn't even. Oh,
that's what you did last time, so it works. Julio. I don't know why I'm swimming. Next up, it's Nick's favorite dessert, octopi. Wait a minute.
Jeepers!